The thing that men like Martell seem to fail to realize is that women like Melody are much stronger than they let on that they are. Because think about it. Don't y'all feel as though that he thought he was hurting her by cheating on her constantly and repeatedly? He really thought that that would break her. And for a moment, it really did. I know any woman will be hurt being with a man for all those years and you find out that he's cheating. And she really did jump through a few hurdles, a few hoops to make it work with him. But that whole respectful cheating, you know what I mean? Like, it's like she kept giving him an inch, but he kept taking a mile. Oh, but when that mile runs out, you're done. It's over with. You will never get the same version of them twice. And that's what I feel like is the whole reason why her success. I mean, she loved him, but at the end of the day, I feel like another thing that men like that don't realize is that a woman can love you, but she always going to come first. She going to try to do what she can to make it work with you and keep on trying. But then at the end, she's going to move on. And I really feel like that's something that Martell underestimated when it comes down to Melody. He really thought that she will always be there, waiting to make it work with him until she finally let go. And then it's almost like they was on a tug of war. Hey, if you do this, I'll do that. If Martell, if you come here, I'll go there. It was a back and forth tug of war type thing. And then eventually Melody just let it go, let the rope go. And then Martell fell flat on his face. He didn't know what to do, I'm pretty sure, when she actually went through with filing for divorce. He thought she would always stay. He thought that she would always leave Coleslaw alone and be like, that he could literally use Coleslaw to triangulate the two of them or whatever until eventually she stopped playing the game. And that's what I'm saying. Men like that really be underestimating us women. Like, come on. At the same time, we are women. We got hearts. We want to make our relationship work. We want to keep our families together. But at the same time, we're going to put ourselves first. We're going to put the well-being of our children first. And that's one of the things that Melody mentioned in this Essence article about how she had to leave at a certain time because she wanted to show a better example for her children. She didn't want what was going on with her and Martell to impact them and make them think that this is what love looks like. So yes, eventually we going to throw in the towel, and it don't mean that we defeated. It just means that enough is enough. We tired of playing your game. We tired of being in your circus. And it also, in Martell's mind, I feel as though he probably thought that Melody felt that he was the best that she could do. Oh, but baby, when we pop out, we're going to pop out and get a better person than you. That's going to have you shaking in your boots. You thought that you was the best that we could do? Not at all negative. You just the baseline. I wouldn't be surprised if Melody pop up with a tycoon business owner, a oil that that sells oil overseas or something. Don't play with her. And I feel the same thing about us, as women listening to this. We literally can take a licking, but we're going to keep on ticking. And then our last move was not the best that we could do. Oh, just sit back, sit tight. It's only just the beginning, especially when somebody do us wrong, when somebody do us dirty. Oh, no. And that's how come I'm so proud of Melody. She kept going. She raised her kids. She, her children. She talked about in this Essence article how her children are in therapy. She's being a super mom. She has her businesses. She says she has a support, a team, and she kept going. She kept singing. She kept dancing, performing. She kept making moves, Remember, she was even acting at a time. She just don't quit. In her 7th Avenue beauty, she making businesses, packaging orders, and she looking good. So one monkey do not stop no show. And that's what men like Martell literally think. They really be thinking that they stopping something, but they really just be igniting women like Melody or women like us that know we take our L's and make them W's. We always going to win. We always going to be on top at the end of the day. Don't ever get it twisted. And I honestly feel like Melody was a very good wife to Martell. You know what I mean? She probably had him thinking that he was the best that she could do, as a good wife should. You know how we got to stroke their ego, make the man feel good about himself. Oh, baby, I don't see nobody but you. Whole time, we was just doing that out of the kindness of our heart because the love that we had for you, we wasn't going nowhere. But when that love, when that dust, when that fairy tale gets off our eyes, we just like, boy, bye. I ain't thinking about you. Please get out of here. Watch me level up, like the Sierra song go. And that's why Mama D had it right. Remember that episode of Love and Hip Hop where she was getting on Erica? You left my son for dead. You left my son for dead. That's exactly what Martell thought he was doing to Melody. He thought that he was leaving her for dead, but she popped up, Sometimes you got to pop out and show people. Y'all heard what Kendrick said, and that's exactly what Melody did. Another thing that men like Martell still don't get about women like Melody is that she may love you, but she'll always love herself more. After 14 years of marriage, of course she loved Martell. But as she also mentioned in this Essence article, she loved God. She had a relationship with God. She knew that God would not leave her or forsake her, and that's what carried her through. So basically God, and he always is doing this, he literally will fill the voids of people that leave our lives. He's a friend. Like they said, when my mother and father forsake me, there he is. So it's just like, that's exactly what Melody had to lean on. And then she's just going to keep pushing forward no matter what, no matter the weapons that are formed against her, the weapons that are formed against us shall not prosper. We're going to keep going no matter what. See, a woman that has a relationship with God is unstoppable, because if God be for you, who can be against you? Even the people that be trying to throw you off course, try to hurt you, because literally, I really feel like that's what Martell was doing. You cannot love a person and do the things that you was doing. Melody would never do that to him. Never. Why? Because she loved him. Because she really cared about him. So that's how come I know Martell be playing in people's face. And he was trying to play in Melody's face throughout that marriage. Well, maybe not throughout the marriage, but definitely when they started getting on TV. He really thought that he could have his cake and eat it too. And Melody said, oh, no. I love me way too much to put up with your BS. She packed up her stuff. Remember, when God said go, she went because she knew that God had her back. She has very high self-esteem because she realized that when she was no longer being loved, cherished, respected, and honored, she had to leave the table. Remember, they say you have to leave the table when respect is no longer being served. And that's exactly what she did. So I'm just happy that Melody just leveled up. And the fact that Martell thought she couldn't live without him, it's just making me so happy inside. Because Melody is really glowing up and doing her thing. He really thought, or I really feel like he liked the attention that he was getting from Melody when he was cheating. I really do. When she was getting sassy with him, well, you should have kept your peen. Should have kept your peen in the household. Some men do be liking to see us in distress. That's how come it's just like, nah, bro, forget that. It's just more so like, this is what I'm talking about. How can you say you love me, but you want to torture me through your actions? If something that you're doing is hurting me, you should want to stop it if you really love me, if you really care about me. But men like Martell only love themselves. And it's just extremely selfish, especially when you have kids involved. Sometimes you may see a big booty chick or whatever, a beautiful this or that, and you may get tempted. But that don't mean that you go and lay up with Delilah and mess up with the family that God blessed you with. Come on now. Because guess what? I bet you if he could do it all over again, knowing what he knows now, I truly believe that he will move differently. Hopefully move differently, meaning as though like not cheat at all, because he may feel like, oh, I made sure I cheat better. But no, honestly, I really feel like if he had the choice to cheat or not cheat, he wouldn't. He really wouldn't. I know that he loved that lady. I know he loved Melody, and especially the relationship and the marriage that he had and the family that he had with Melody. And I also felt like although he is being there for his son that he has with Coleslaw, in a way, I'm not saying he don't love his child. I can't really speak or judge on that. But to me, it do seem like he just got to kind of save face, because if not, people would like get on him that way too. Like, what about your other kid? So I just, Martell don't strike me as the person that want to be that type of man, like that baby dad type of stigma, having two households, two families. I don't know. And two different, I honestly feel like, to me, he is the type that would want to have all his kids with one woman, but he's just going to make the best out of a situation. Not to say, the situation they had with Coastal because a child was produced is like the worst thing in the world. It did mess up his family that he had with Melody, but the child's innocent. But I do really think that he would have just did it differently. And their son was probably still meant to be here, but just not with a married man, Coleslaw. Just not with a married man, So, yeah. Other than that, let me know what y'all think about this video. Has a man ever underestimated you? Thought he could leave you? Thought you would be laid up crying in the corner? Snot running down your nose? And you know what? You may have felt that way. You may have literally did that. But, oh, baby. But those tears turned into power. And now you done glowed up. And then it's also that thing that be happening too. After you start talking to a person or whatever, you realize like, dang, there wasn't even all that. And then you be like, really? I was really stressed over him? Nah. So this is your message, to keep leveling up, keep going forward. Don't let what nobody throw at you stop you. They really thought that they had you. They really thought that you would be nothing without them. But prove and show them wrong. Keep sewing into yourself. Keep building. Keep growing. Keep loving yourself harder than what they was trying to take away from you. They didn't appreciate your glow. They didn't like your glow, so they was trying to dim it. And they thought that they was a rain, moon, and the sun. But when they left, you just was in isolation, and you realized you deserve better. And then when you realize you deserve better, you just came harder. Do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Synquette, man, that girl was heaven sent. Synquette, man, that girl was heaven sent.